can you tell when someone is lying? Well, for police, getting to the truth is very important. As you know, they've used lie detector tests for years, but now there is some new technology. CBS 46's Renee Starzik gives us an exclusive look at equipment that reveals your inner voice.
I was with JonBenet when she died.
I did not ever expect that I would be convicted because I know that I'm innocent.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky.
Truth or lies, fact or fiction, your eyes may not give you away, but with new technology, your voice could do you in.
I had nothing to do with Lacey's disappearance, and we need to start looking for her again because people aren't doing right now.
There was more false statements in that transmission than I've ever seen in any other interview I've ever done.
Private investigator T.J. Ward. He and his team of detectives are among the few now using layered voice analysis, or LVA. Speak into a microphone and it separates your voice into 7 layers, reading emotions in your subconscious by subtle changes in how you speak.
It's scary to know that you can get into somebody's mind and what's going on just by having a conversation with them.
LVA differs from the old-fashioned lie detector test. The subject is not hooked up to monitoring machines, and the interviewer can ask open-ended questions, not just ones requiring yes or no answers. And don't try to disguise your voice.
We can tell if you're on drugs when we test you. We can tell if you're trying to manipulate the system, or you're trying to change your voice. You're trying to, if you're crying and it's not really, it's fake.
Investigator Ward analyzed last week's CBS 46 exclusive interview with John Mark Carr, the man who confessed and was then cleared of killing 6-year-old JonBenet Ramsey.
Yeah, it was an experience that was very intense.
Look at the screen. It flags Carr's statement as inaccurate, indicating he's not convinced about what he's saying.
I was with JonBenet when she died. Her death was an accident.
When he started directly talking about places he was and he wasn't, it came a false statement or inaccuracies, which tells me that he was not part or not there with JonBenet when she died.
This is so horrible. You don't understand how horrible this is.
This guy's got some deep emotional issues. His overall stress, he's just totally off the map.
It had to be the right guy.
An analysis of an interview with John Ramsey, JonBenet's father. He did feel bad for John Mark Carr.
He was so abused and vilified and convicted in the media that I started to feel sorry for the guy.
Former Mayor Bill Campbell, who was convicted of tax evasion.
I've never asked for or received a single dime from any city contractor at any point.
But this is what bothers me right here. He's really having to think about what he wants to say and how he's going to say it. This is deception over here, or what's going on in his mind, what's not coming out of his mouth.
Some 60 law enforcement agencies all across the country now use layered voice analysis. One of them is the Forsyth County Sheriff's Department. Sergeant Bill Franco knows, like lie detector tests, LVA results are not admissible in court. But he has used the technology in dozens of cases. He nabbed a child molester using LVA. So you called him on it?
Mm-hmm. Called him on it and explained to him what the machine results were indicating, and he explained to me that he had done it and he was lying to me.
Those who use layered voice analysis agree it does not replace good old-fashioned police work or a cop's instinct.
This is not a truth or consequence instrument. This is an area to just show you, to get you in the right direction and talk to about the right things to be able to get you to the bottom of an investigation.
I never told anybody to lie, not a single time, never.
Investigators say sometimes the truth hurts, or it just may set you free. Renee Starzik, CBS 46 News.
Layered voice analysis is about 85% accurate. A lie detector, correct about half the time. If you'd like to know more about this technology, feel free to log on to our website, cbs46.com. Governor Sonny Perdue.
More than a year after a Forsyth County businessman disappeared, family members still are searching for answers surrounding his death. Fabian Casas last was seen at his Forsyth County auto shop last November. His body was found weeks later in some woods in Bartow County. The family has put up a $10,000 reward, and they've hired a private investigator to help figure out how Casas died and who might have killed him. Despite the passage of time, the investigators say there still are clues.
there leads, there's information that somebody knows something, and it'll be important with us, with the GBI and our office, to be able to try to establish this information to bring closure for this family.
Fabian Casas left behind a wife and 2 young boys. Crystal Casas says the holidays are tough, especially for her 3-year-old. He still remembers his dad.
One person has been questioned following a deadly shooting overnight in Tucker. The victim was shot at